Howdy everybody, what's up? My name is Sabina, I'm the Left-Handed Alchemist, and welcome to my channel. Today is episode 2 of our new series, Fix It, Finish It, or Fire It. Once a week, I pick a piece from a ever-growing pile of unfinished projects, and I decide whether or not I'm going to fix the thing and finish it and put it out into the world, finish the project that is not a thing yet and turn it into something, or scrap it. It's just time to get this pile of stuff off of my bench, and I thought that this would be a fun way to bring you guys along on the process of what goes into making jewelry and fixing things and finishing things and just getting that creative energy out into the world, because I think that's the hardest thing for me, is actually finishing things and then uploading them and make them available for you guys if you would like to spend your life with these things. Everything that I make in this series will likely be available in some format or some way for you to purchase. So keep that in mind. Also, no pressure. If you're just here for the vibes and to see how things are made and to learn how to make jewelry and maybe learn something, that's also cool. That's cool, you know? So I'm done yapping for now. Let's get into the video. Let's go. Whatever you're here for, I'm down for it. This week we are finishing a rollerball vial that I started in March. It got done eventually. That's what this project is about. That's what this whole series is about, really, is finishing things, even if they've been sitting on my bench for years. And it's fun. It's been fun to look through my pile of bits and pieces and add to it and realize, like, oh, there can be a new life for some of these things that I previously thought were trash, but they're not necessarily trash. I can fix them or finish them, and now I have the means to scrap things and roll and get into sheets of metal to turn into new projects. So I think that is really exciting, keeps the energy moving, and that's what this whole thing is about. For this episode, I was really looking for something to engrave, and I thought that this rollerball cap would be perfect. It's a perfect blank slate for whatever I want to do. It goes over a plastic cap that screws onto this glass vial, and you can put really anything in the glass vial that you choose. Peep Cheese, he is the sacred protector of my studio and very cute. So yeah, glass rollerball vial. Originally, my intention with these was to put cuticle oil in them because I'm a chronic nail biter, chronic skin picker. Getting my nails done and getting like acrylic overlay over my nails has helped me so exponentially with picking my nails and cuticles, but they still dry out as I am human who lives in the desert. So they dry out and my hands crack. And what is a tool that I can use to always have cuticle oil on hand? A rollerball vial. And I always have one in my purse, but this one is just pretty. It's got a silver cap on it, and that's pretty and cool. You could take the rollerball thing out and put whatever you want in there. That's up to you. With this blank slate, I wanted to do something interesting, but really it was mostly about practicing my engraving. I learned how to engrave last year in 2023. My husband and I took our very first engraving class, and we got the bug. We caught it, it was fun. So we invested in all the tools, and now we have the means to do it at home, and it's quite fun, quite amazing, and I'm always in pursuit of the surface to engrave on. So that's what I do. I make them, but then sometimes they sit in a pile, and then months go by, and now I'm scratching on them. And it's part of the creative process, I tell myself, but I think that's what I just tell myself so that I don't freak out. I didn't really have a clear idea of what I wanted to engrave on this to begin with. So I just decided to decorate around where I had the maker mark put, which was put there to hide the seam. By the way, you can solder things over your seam to hide them. But it's just solving a problem. It's not really that big of a deal. And then I decided to try out ornamental design. Now, this is where my insecurities really want to show their silly little head, because ornamental design is something that I didn't even really know had official rules until I started engraving. So while I was learning how to engrave, I'm also trying to learn a whole new language, which is scroll work and ornamental design. And while I have an intuitive eye for how things flow, there's like specific rules to these scrolls that is kind of an unspoken thing where it's like there's rules, there's a way to do it correctly, but no one really is going to tell you exactly how to do that. So we bought books and practiced, and I've filled pages and pages of sketchbooks with it. And now finally, in the last, like I would say 6 months, it's something that I can kind of understand. But something also about ornamental design is that the way that you draw it in a sketchbook is not the same way you cut it with an engraver, because the lines are different and the shape of things are different, and it's just a new muscle that you have to learn how to flex, and just a new skill you have to learn how to use. And with my ornamental design on this piece specifically, all I can see are my mistakes, and I'm not going to point them out to you. If you're a master engraver and you really want to like critique me, I'm going to cry about it, because that's part of why I didn't want to share this piece. Like, this piece has been done for about 2 months now. And I'm only now sharing it with you because I feel like if I don't, I will be disappointed in myself. But also at the same time, I want to point out every single flaw in the way that it was designed. And only those who know ornamental engraving and those who are jerks about it are going to have anything to say. And it's a perfectly good piece. I think it's beautiful. Sure, are there flaws? Yeah. But it's fine. So I finished it, and I put this sterling silver swivel clasp on it because I thought that would be nice for like a keychain. But the way that I attached it, I think that looks hideous. That looks bad. So I sat on it for another day, and then I redid it this morning, actually. And it looks better. It just looks more clean and streamlined and classy. And the creative process for this piece specifically is over. Thanks for being a part of this journey, you guys. It's been a real one. Join me next week for the next installment of Fix It, Finish It, or Fire It. As I mentioned before, this piece is available. Great, so that was the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this week's installment of Fix It, Finish It, or Fire It. Stay tuned. Follow along for next week's installment. I'm trying to post these every Wednesday. This video is coming out a day late because something tragic happened in my studio yesterday. Between me editing this video and uploading it, I was setting some stones in some rings that I'll be sending to a boutique, Mojave Flea in Yucca Valley. Go there if you're in the area. Buy a ring from me. It's a good time. While I was setting a stone, my bezel pusher slipped, as it does sometimes, you know. Sometimes you just push a little too hard with that bezel pusher. My hand slipped, and somehow my fingernail got caught in my ball vise, and just the force of the push bent my fingernail backwards. Shit. It didn't completely come off, so that's a win. My fingernail is still attached on the bottom of my nail bed, so I didn't lose my nail. It's just hanging on. I'm patiently waiting for it to fall off. It still kind of hurts. I don't foresee myself being able to do any kind of bench work for at least a week, maybe longer. I could try and force it, but I'm a little scared. I can't pretend like I'm not a little scared. In the meantime, next week's video will be a jewelry video. I already have it filmed. We just have to put it together, turn it into something cool for you guys. I have other projects that are not jewelry related that could be a part of this series, and I'm at this place right now where I'm not really sure what I'm doing because I can't do bench work, and I can feel this like anxiety slowly building. Like, if I can't work, then what can I do? Like, what is my worth as a person if I'm not working? Especially going into the holidays, this is just gonna ruin any holiday sales that I might get. And if I don't make money, then I'm not a productive member of my family. And if I'm not working and grinding, then I'm not worthy. You know, we're just like, I have been battling this constant theme this year, or maybe not battling. I have been facing a lesson over and over again this year of doing too much, simply trying to do too much, setting deadlines that are unrealistic for all of this work that I think I have to do, when I am the one setting these deadlines and making these video series and it's up to me how busy I am, really. And when I'm super busy, I can feel my nervous system kind of going into like survival mode. And it's like comfortable because it's familiar, but it's uncomfortable because it makes me feel sick in the head and the body. And I think that there is a lesson. This could really have just been an accident. This could have just been a thing that happened. Or it could be like a sign to slow down and to actually slow down, like I said I was gonna. And to not take the holiday season so seriously. In the past, I would do craft fairs and gift shows and events during the holiday season, make a big ass bag of money, and then go off about my life for the first half of the year. And it's just like the cycle that I had been living in since 2018. It's not 2018 anymore, honey. I don't want to be dead at the end of the holidays anymore, but I can feel the neural pathways in my head haven't quite gotten on to this new timeline yet. They're very much like, hey, you should be really busy right now. Stress yourself out. Make multiple collections at the same time and stress out about how to market them and how to get them in front of the people and rush and don't take your time doing things correctly. And then look what happens. Look what happens when I am trying to multitask unnecessarily. Now I can't work at all. So I think I'm going to be dealing with the emotional fallout of this for a minute. But in the meantime, if you want to support this channel, you can subscribe. You can like this video. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I post other kinds of content-y promotional things about the jewelry that I make. You can find all that in my link tree below. Ultimate form of supporting, buy some of my art. If you want a symbols line pendant, it's gonna be a minute. If it's a made to order product listing, I will still fulfill your order, but it just might be more like 6 weeks instead of 4 weeks for fulfillment. And I'll send a newsletter out about this too. If you want to subscribe to my newsletter, I do weekly recaps of what I've done on social media. I'm trying to incorporate that into my weekly newsletters so that you don't have to even log into Instagram if you don't want to. You'll just be able to see what I got going on. So yeah, this is available. This is available if you'd like it. It's pretty cool. If no one buys it, I might keep it. No shame in keeping the things you make, you guys. So yeah, pray for my finger. Pray for my state of mind. Sorry this video's late, but you know, I was in urgent care when I was planning on uploading the video. So life happens and we give ourselves grace. And I'm re-recording this outro to be a little more like relevant instead of the one I originally recorded was a little bit not the vibe. So thanks for being here. Until next time, bye.